So, what's good, everybody? How's it going? Come on, United, we're going to smash up Steven Gerrard's melt bags. How are we all doing? It's just a little preview and team news and predictions and late night chat about the game tomorrow, of course. FA Cup, Manchester United versus Aston Villa at Old Trafford. 7:55 kickoff in the FA Cup third round, lads and lassies. So that is the game we're going to be previewing and talking about tonight. Thank you everyone who's joining us at the start of the stream. Shout out Ravi OP, what's going on? Fergie99, Niall Kane, how are you, dude? Get in there, my son, big up yourself. Jay Gill, Andrew MUFC fan Hammond as well. Georgie Ivanov, Jay Gill, everyone, thank you very much for getting in here. Do us a favour at the start of this show. Smash that like button on it, give it a cheeky little thumbs up. And get your thoughts and opinions in throughout, of course. Fully interactive show. Have your say. Get your predictions, opinions, and all that good stuff in there. We will be getting in and out the live chat throughout. Say me, Essie, getting in here with Let's all laugh at Arsenal, guys. I was going to save it, but as soon as Saints just rocked up. Oh! Nottingham Forest, my son, get in there. Have some of that, Arsenal, you absolute bunch of tin pot melts. Fucking have it. The North London Bottling Company has returned to full production. Fucking get in there, my son. Let's get those hashtag LOLs in the live chat for Arsenal there, everybody. That is fucking brilliant, my son. Oh, what a result. Knocked out in the FA Cup third round against Nottingham Forest. Oh my days. This is what Mikel Arteta had to say. He said, we're not good enough. We have to apologise for it. We needed more drive, more hunger to win at any cost in every single action. Much more. We were not at our level. I'm really disappointed with the performance. First of all, not with the attitude, but how much purpose we have and what determination we showed for the change of game. He said, I have played in games like that for the past 18 years, and I know how complicated it is to come here. It's no surprise the difficulties you're going to face, but when we do that, we have to face it in a different way. It's really hurting. It's a competition that's very related to our history, and to get out of it is a big bump. Fucking love it. Things you love to see. Arsenal getting spanked up in the last minute by Notts Forest and getting dumped out the cup. Come on. Graben with an 83rd minute goal. Get in there. Of course, Jimmy Garner doing well in that one as well, I believe. I didn't watch the game, but I just heard about it. So I'm not too sure, actually. But fucking awesome anyway. Fucking awesome, mate. Absolutely awesome. Arsenal got spanked up. Thank you very much for the super chat there, Zayn Miassi. His Zayn Miassi super chat just simply says rage quit. Oh, Zayn. There you go. You've rage quit out the FA Cup, lad. Guys, do us a favour at the start of this stream, though. Smash that like button on it. Give it a thumbs up. Also, share it around on social media. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, OnlyFans. All the rest of it. Give it a share wherever you can. That'll help us out. And hit the subscribe button if you're on catch up later. Also, get your thoughts down in below. Get your teams in. Get your predictions in for the scoreline, etc. down below. So, yeah, that's just absolutely hilarious. What a great evening. Also, Newcastle got spanked up by Cambridge. Oh, but also it is fantastic about Arsenal getting drubbed up by Nottingham Forest. Right, anyway, let's get into the preview, guys. Hey, Footboy Brownie, how you doing? He says, LOL. Hey there, Dylan Pinchback. What's going on? Last Avenger. Zayn Miassi says, I'm fuming, but at least we're higher than you. Yeah, only temporarily, Zayn Miassi. Let's be fair, mate. I mean, you know, we've got Champions League games to consider now, Zayn. You know what I'm saying? Not just some melt up, finishing 8th place malarkey, dude. We're actually in Champions League football. Just let's remember this, Zayn. Let's remember this. Okay. Zayn Miassi, you are in the mud, mate. Come on, look at that. He's trying to deflect here, saying at least we're higher than you. You just got dumped out the cup to Notts Forest, pal. Suck a humble pie, lad. What are you talking about? Looking higher than us, mate. You just got dumped out the cup to fucking Notts Forest, mate. And anyway, we all know that's going to turn around pretty soon. You're in the mud, Zayn. Arsenal in the mud. Zayn Miassi in the mud. Can we get a hashtag Zayn in the mud in the live chat? Not if anybody agrees with me. Hey, what's going on, Ellie? She says, hey, Schlags, what's going on? I hope you're good tonight, Ellie. And also, big up, Niall. Thank you very much. Thank you, Ellie. She says, like and subscribe, everyone. Thank you so much. Right, we better get into the preview then. That was just the initial Let's All Laugh at Arsenal part of the stream. I hope you enjoyed it. Do continue to get your LOL faces in there for these Arsenal scummers. Paul Burgess getting in it with a £5 super chat of a kitty doing, I don't know what that is, but I'm guessing it's just, taking the piss out of Arsenal in some way. Get in there, my son. Thank you so much. What's that about? Are you insinuating that Arsenal are fighting like a bunch of pussies? Is that what you're saying? By putting that super sticker in there? I agree, Paul Burgess. Paul, thank you so much for the super chat. Let's get a soo emoji in there for Paul. Thank you very much. Right, guys, let's get on to the preview. So we'll be looking, obviously, to smash up Aston Villa tomorrow and seeing ourselves into the fourth round of the FA Cup, where we will play Middlesbrough. Obviously, the draw was made earlier on. United or Villa will play Middlesbrough in the fourth round. So we've got Villa tomorrow. Gerrard's obviously come in there recently. He's done pretty well. Obviously, the last couple of games they've bottled. They had some tough games. Chelsea, they lost to Brentford, I think, as well. They did okay, though, at the start when he came in. It's not an easy game, this one, for Ralph Rangnick, because let's be honest, Ralph Rangnick has a team of absolute melters right now in terms of psychologically or just how they're performing. Absolute bunch of bottle merchants themselves. So realistically speaking, it's not an easy game to predict, because if United turn up like we can turn up, of course we should have enough to beat Aston Villa. But if we don't, if we dawdle, if we're disjointed, if we're unorganised like we have been recently, then there's every chance that we can get spanked up at home by Villa. I mean, you saw Wolves do it the other day. Hopefully we smash the shite out of Gerrard's Villa tomorrow. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we've got to take this game super seriously. Obviously, this is a big chance for a trophy for us this season. It's a lot more realistic a chance of this trophy than it is for the Champions League, in all fairness, just because of the stiffer competition that you're facing. So we have to treat this very seriously. Rangnick's got to win this game. He's got to select a strong team, obviously, if we're going to go on and beat them. So, yeah, in terms of the how the team's looking and what's going on and who's available. So Harry Maguire is a doubt, obviously, for Monday's game. So the big slab was pictured training, obviously, yesterday. There he is, slabbing it up, big time, slabbing it. And, I don't want him anywhere near the team, but apparently, he could be in line for contention for the game. But chances are, in my opinion, he probably won't start in the game because, end of the day, he's been shite recently. Why would Ralph Rangnick just pop him back in there? So what if he had the armband? He's still out of form and shite. And not only that, coming back from a rib injury here. He obviously missed the game against Wolves through injuries, yet to start. He was pictured there, but in terms of training and stuff, I mean, I don't know the level of training that he's been doing or anything like that. So, I personally don't think he's going to start in the game, and nor should he, because he's been absolutely gash-tastically bang average. Hey, thank you, Country, for getting in here with a 170 super chat. He says, Pig, that sticker was a Japanese dog called a Shiba Inu, not a cat. He's doing karate exercises. P.S. How long have you been live? Only a few minutes, Gunshi. Not long. About 15 minutes, maybe. Gunshi, thank you so much for getting in here raw with a super chat there. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. It's a Shiba Inu dog. I messed up there. You're right. You're absolutely right. I should know that. Thank you, Gunshi. Let's get a Sue in there. Thank you for pulling me up on that, Gunshi. I appreciate that. Publicly pulling me up on my knowledge of animals there. Appreciate that. What's going on, Lee Shand? How are you doing, mate? And Steve Hall. Great to have you guys in it. AR Dan, another channel member legend. Guys, smash the like if you're just joining us. Get your thoughts in. We're going to just cover the latest here. So, Harry Maguire, guys. This guy is an absolute human slab. He just needs to change the record. He's just, you know what? Now he needs to shut the F up. You look at, this is what he came out and said. He said, there's a whole piece on manunited.com about it. I'm the captain and the leader. This is quotes from Slabbington. He's speaking ahead of the game. I'm the captain and leader in the dressing room. And I've had private conversations with the players and the management, which will remain private. Make no mistake about it. I'm here for the fight. And I know my teammates are. I expect them to be. And if they're not, then, like I said, there's something wrong. Rangnick's detail and preparation are enormous. We have full respect and trust in his methods. Yes, it's difficult when the coaching team changes mid-season, as it does at loads of clubs. But I will say it again. It's down to us as players. Oh! I'm just absolutely sick and tired of listening to this guy speak, mate. He needs to wind that big old slab in, is what he needs to do, and just shut up. Get his big slab down and just focus on the football then. Just do his talking on the pitch. Or, in my opinion, he shouldn't actually be anywhere near the pitch right now, in all fairness, because just based on form and his overall performances, he's pretty rubbish. Roy Keane kind of agrees with me. He was speaking on the game tonight. Obviously, he was on ITV. And Roy Keane was quoted as saying, This is him on Maguire. I judge a player on what he does on a football pitch, not what rubbish he comes out with about we need to stick together. He's so fucking spot on. It's all just words from Harry Maguire. We don't want to hear your fucking bullshit words anymore, mate. Fucking hell, write a poem, write a sonnet, fucking, pen a bloody play. Don't come out in the media anymore and talk about these bullshit words anymore, Harry Maguire. I've had enough of it. Just like Roy Keane's had enough of it. Just like all you guys have had enough of it. He's absolutely annoying. It's as simple as that. So, Roy's spot on. Exactly, Roy Keane is spot on the net gigs. It's nobody cares anymore. Stop saying stuff and stop saying stuff and actually do it. So there you go. You know my thoughts on Harry Maguire, guys. I'm not his biggest fan. I don't think he's a good United captain. And for that very reason, and his form reason, I personally don't think that he should be starting in the game tomorrow. I would champion Phil Jones to come in and take that spot tomorrow, based on the passion that he showed in the last game, based on, his desire in the last game, how he actually performed, and how his effort levels were that more higher than anybody else, really. Certainly higher than the human slabs levels have been all season. So I would go with Phil Jones at the back, even though he's got no bones, just because he's better. He's better for me in terms of actually deserving of a place than Harry Maguire. That's just my opinion. Now, is 100% on form Harry Maguire better than Phil Jones? Arguably. But right now, all I care about is their performances for Manchester United. And this season so far, Harry Maguire's been lackluster in all the games. Phil Jones has been out for ages. I would pop him in there, I'm not going to lie. We've got other options at the back. Bailly's off to the AFCON, of course, so we can't use him. Twanzebe's on loan. But we've got Lindelof, who might be coming back into contention for the side. I personally don't think he starts in this one. But he's just coming back from COVID, obviously, still. He's been training and stuff, but he might start. But I personally don't think he starts in this one. I think the centre-back pairing for the game tomorrow will be the centre-back pairing that we saw the other day, and I can't really fault the centre-back pairing the other day when we saw it, actually. A lot of the team, the midfield, it was shite, but I can't really fault the centre-backs too much for their performances in that game. So I would say that it's going to be Raphael Varane and Phil No Bones Jones again, and that means Slabby Maguire gets dropped, because he doesn't deserve to be there based on form, and just because he's got a captain's armband doesn't mean that he should be a shoo-in for the starting spot just because of that. He's actually not good enough. So let's just have a vote in the live chat, everybody. Just out of interest, let's just assume this might not be the correct assumption to make, by the way, because like I say, Lindelof could quite easily come in and slot in. But let's just say Varane starts. Who would you like to see start alongside Raphael Varane tomorrow in the game against Aston Villa? Who would you like to see start in that, say, left centre-back spot against Aston Villa tomorrow alongside Varane? Let me know in the live chat. If anybody says Maguire, you're wrong. No, you're not wrong, but there's a very good chance that we don't know. Anything could happen. Maggie could be coming back in here. Maggie could be going back in there. It's a good chance. I mean, you might as well put fucking Maggie Simpson at centre back instead of Maggie Maguire, because it's about as effective. It's about as fucking effective. I mean, at least Maggie Simpson shot Mr. Burns. I don't even think Sniping Maguire to pull that off the twat, to be perfectly honest. But, hey, Roddy Can't Game, thank you very much for getting in here for a $2 super chat. Oh, no way. Oh, shit, he says G-Wolf has COVID. Send him some love, guys. Oh, no. G-Wolf United, where you at, son? Is he in the live chat? G-Wolf United Gaming. He's not in the live chat, but how can we send him love? Right. Okay, we have to send him love off air. That's terrible. But if he does watch the stream, let's get some love hearts in there for G-Wolf United. That is terrible, man. He's got the vid. Nightmare. Well, get well soon to G-Wolf, everybody. Let's get and a wolf head in the live chat. Let's get well soon for the guy. Thank you for that, Ruddy. I did not know that. That's terrible news. Paul Burgess, get in there, you handsome bastardo. Thank you so much for upgrading your membership to the Bacon and Egg Brigade, lad. Get in there. Thank you very, very much for that, Paul Burgess. I appreciate that, dude. Come on, let's celebrate with everyone's favourite Bacon Brigade emoji. Thank you, Wiggy. Thank you, Shazan, and everybody else for getting in here, by the way. Thank you so much, Paul Burgess. I appreciate you upping your membership there. What a legend. Come on. Thank you very much, bro. Right, I just wanted to talk about our form quickly. So in the Premier League, obviously this is all we can really go on right now. In the Premier League, our form is 1 loss out of the last 6 games, 4 wins and 1 draw against Newcastle. The 1 loss did come in the last game against Wolves, obviously. We're still the 3rd form team in the league. Aston Villa, on the other hand, they're the 15th form team in the league. So you would think, based on form, that United have the edge here. Although our last game was so bad against Wolves that it just throws everything up in the air. And even the game before that, the draw against Newcastle was very bitterly disappointing also. So, who knows? United is so hard to predict right now. We could turn up and thrash Aston Villa tomorrow. But chances are it's going to be a scrappy, tight game. But I still think we're probably going to get the victory in this game. Hey, Man United Hodge, thank you very much for getting your $5 Aussie dollar super chat in here, mate. He says, hey, brother, so good to see you. G'day, mate. I think the 11 should be De Gea, Dalot, Jones, Varane, Shaw, Van der Beek, Fred, Bruno, Sancho, Cavani, and Ronaldo. Hey, thank you so much for getting your team line up in there, Man United Hodge. It sounds pretty good to me. It's very similar, actually, to... Well, actually, I'll show you. I'll get onto it in a second, actually. Man United Hodge, thank you so much. Let's get a cheeky little swoo in the live chat for Hodgie. Get in there. Thank you so much. So there's a little bit, who knows what's going to happen at centre-back, because there's an exclusive interview today on manunited.com with Raphael Varane, and it said, Raphael Varane reveals his FA Cup ambitions, and it's just an article, a story, and an interview. Him talking about, the part of the history of the club, and he knows it excites fans, and he can't wait to get in and play in the FA Cup, and all the rest of it. So, I'm assuming Raphael Varane's going to start the game, just based on this sort of press release thing that's happened on United.com, but also on ManUnited.com 22 hours ago, Slabbington Maguire interview talking about, he needs to, all the bullshit that we've discussed about him fucking slabbing it up and making excuses and saying, the players haven't been good enough and now it's time for us to fucking, just fucking stop talking, stop chatting shite, chat shite, get banged, lad, and start doing it on the pitch. So anyway, so Raphael Varane, I think, is going to start alongside Phil Jones. That is my pick, guys. Phil No Bones Jones. He deserves it. I'm going to champion Phil Jones for this game, guys. He deserves it just because he showed more heart and more passion in that game of football. That was 90 minutes last time out than any Manchester United player has this bloody season. So for that reason alone, he deserves to play. I would much rather had people with the right mentality and attitude and commitment to the game, rather than a bunch of lazy prima donna meltbangs getting paid far too much money to underperform far too much. Bunch of scum. Sorry, just spat all over the place there. Hey, Dan, thank you so much. He says, only 60 likes. Hit the like, people. We can do better than that. Yes, indeed. Thank you very much for that, Dan. Yeah, if you're just joining us, guys, smash the like. Let's get 100 likes on the stream. Give it a share around as well. Get your thoughts in there. I'm going to cover all the team news now and get into it raw. And then I'm going to give you my predicted lineup and all that kind of stuff. So, Gerrard, by the way, speaking before the game, he said that that they need to show Manchester United respect. Obviously, he said, I think everyone still respects the fact that Manchester United are a good team at Old Trafford. He said they're capable of beating anyone there if they have a good night. There certainly will be no disrespect of the opponent we're going to face. When new managers take over, they need time. I should probably do it like this, actually. When new managers take over, it needs to take time to put their identity and philosophy on it. If you analyse their results, they haven't been as bad. He's so fucking droll, isn't he, Steven Gerrard, mate? I thought all Scousers were cheerful, but no. He said, if you analyse their results, they haven't been as bad as what people are suggesting. I've analysed it properly. I don't get involved in some of the things that are said about opponents, managers, or players. Everyone knows Manchester United deserve that respect in terms of what level they're operating at, which is very much the case. End of the day, Manchester United, if we turn up with the players we've got in our squad, we're more than capable of just blitzing Aston Villa out of the park, really. So he knows that, of course. United still have to go and do that, though, and that is the big question. How will United perform under Rangnick tomorrow? Will Rangnick set us up to be Gagan, high pressing, high intensity football like we saw in that Crystal Palace game, or will it be some guff, sit back, rubbish football that we saw against Wolves? So we'll have to wait and see what goes on there. But all I know is I hope Harry Maguire is not anywhere near the starting 11, and I really hope that he's having his armband stripped from him and that goes to somebody else soon as well. I think it needs to happen because the days of accepting this mediocrity at the club should be over now. But he might play. He might play, like we said. There is an article on, or there is that interview that he did, obviously. And last night they came out about Maguire dressing room is together and determined to get the Reds on a winning run and all the rest of it. What a load of bollocks this guy talks. I'm not interested in. He should have been one of the first people to come out and talk about this whole dressing room stuff as well. But no, again, he's let other people come out first. It's just a nightmare. I totally agree with Roy Keane. Roy Keane said this. He also said this, so you've got a quote there from Keno, but how's about this quote from Keno as well? So he says, how many times has he said that? I wouldn't listen too much to what Harry has to say. I'd be throwing punches at that guy if I was on his team. I wouldn't let him on the coach. He's an absolute disgrace. No, but he said, how many times has he said that? I wouldn't listen too much to what he's got to say. It's so true. Every other week he's coming out saying, oh, we've got to take mantle, we've got to take stock, we've got to take heed of the situation. We're having a mare, the players are not performing. We need to be together, we need to perform, we need to take a look in the mirror, and it's all just the same old bullshit words that are coming out of that guy's mouth every single week. And we're all sick and tired of it, to be fair. I mean, I don't even want to see him starting in the game, but if he does start in the game, then I want to see him actually perform. I want to see him do his talking on the pitch. I want to see that commitment. I want to see that actual consistency from our players as well, and not just making errors. It's all, as a centre-back, as a leader for Man United, you've got to be on it for the whole 90. You can't be making a stupid error at one moment. It doesn't matter if you have a good performance the rest of it. You've got to be on your game. And unfortunately, he hasn't been on his game, not even one game this season, pretty much, if you ask me. So hashtag Slabby out. But I totally agree with Roy Keane's comments there. But this is what Roy Keane said earlier on ITV. He said, Manchester United aren't doing enough. But Aston Villa at home, you'd expect them to turn up and put in a good performance. It's not been good enough recently. So pretty much Roy Keane just speaks for all of us, it seems, these days, because he just talks pure sense, really. He can see through the bullshit, obviously, in regards to Maguire. And he obviously knows it's not really working out too well at the moment. But United have a chance here to just get a little bit of momentum, beat Aston Villa, get to the fourth round of the FA Cup, where we will play Middlesbrough. Which is, an excellent draw for us as well. We should batter them. So we've got that to look forward to. That'll get us through to the fifth round if we can get past them, which we should. So we don't want to look too far ahead, obviously. We've got to take this next game as it is. That's what we've got to overcome. But once we've done that, we'll start to get a little bit of belief that maybe we can go on and lift the trophy. When you get to the fifth round, etc., things start to get pretty real for the FA Cup. So, United have to concentrate on this cup. We've got to put out a strong team. We've got to perform. No ifs, ands, buts, maybes. No bullshit. We have to perform. They've got to get the win. If they do an Arsenal tonight... it's fucking awesome. If they do an Arsenal tonight, if they do an Arsenal, then it's just going to be fucking panic stations, isn't it? FA Cup, completely no chance of getting that silverware. Down and out in the Premier League at the moment, not in the top four. Still in the Champions League, but a tough tie, and, no guarantees with how we're playing for us to be able to get forward. And, Ruddy Cunt gave us his freaking FA Cup. Arsenal's rich history of winning the FA Cup down the shitter for this year, lad. So, Arsenal absolutely bottling it there, slipping up. They're the gift that keeps on giving, to be fair. I'm very pleased with this. But let's hope that we're not laughing on the other side of our face tomorrow with the performances of our team. That's what we got to care about as well. It's all well and good laughing at Arsenal. They're above us in the league right now. They are supposedly signing players this January as well. There's talks of... is it Vlahovic or various different players, another midfielder as well, possibly. There's talks of different players going to Arsenal. Where's the actual movement from United's board as well right now to get some reinforcements in? It's piss poor. So I'm not happy with United, but it is still fun to laugh at Arsenal. But it's harder to laugh at Arsenal when United are looking so ropey. Let's hope that the game tomorrow is going to be a positive one in terms of the performance, how we go about it, how we attack them, how we get at them, scoring goals, winning the game. That's all that we need to hope for, really, peeps. Let's get into my team lineup then. So based on recent
but instead of talking about the manager, let's talk about the player.
Let's talk about the player. Okay, Patrice Evra, you tell him how it is, man. Anyway, I'm just going to play that almost every day. So, so this is the team that I think is going to come out there, guys, based on who's not available. Obviously, Pogba's still out. There is some possibility that maybe Lindo comes back in there. I think he obviously rotated a little bit the other day. I've got a feeling Rashford's coming back in there in the starting side. Maybe he'll rest one of Cavani or Ronaldo. I've gone with Cavani. He's rested and put him on the bench. I think Bruno will come back into it, obviously, after having a bit of time out also. Sancho's actually looked pretty damn good for us recently, so he deserves to continue to play and still get game time and actually, develop at United this season. I think he should play. The midfield too. By the way, there's a lot of talk about the formation. I've just assumed that he's gone with a 4-2-2-2 because this is what he's been sort of doing recently. He's gone with that big German stiff dick formation, with Donny and Fred in the middle of the shaft. And it has been giving us the shaft recently. I don't like this formation. I don't like how we look with this formation. I don't think we've got the players to work in this formation with Rangnick's system. And so I don't like it. But I think he is going to go with this German penis formation. Let's just hope that Phil Jones is making up one of the bollocks and not Harry Maguire. Because that would be depressing. Then it really would be a bag of balls at the back. But in all fairness, in terms of like how we've set up, you know, how we've performed recently, it's been a very mixed bag. It's not good enough. I think we'll see Telles and Dalot coming back in there, you know, to play maybe this. I've just got a feeling we're going to play more like we did against Crystal Palace. We're going to see some sort of Rangnick reaction, some sort of reaction from the players. And I've got a feeling we're going to play a little bit more like we did in that first game against Palace, where we're a little bit more gung-ho, going for it, attacking, camped out the opposition. That should be the plan anyway. And so if we're going to do that, you know, wing-backs bombing forward like Dalot, Telles, getting those balls in, you know, and hopefully pressing with the likes of Bruno and Fred and Sancho and these guys in the middle. And then obviously Donny I've put in there because Donny I think deserves to start, and he's probably the only sort of player that I feel comfortable with to actually hold the ball at all in our midfield. You know, Matic is aging and he's a bit of a Frankenstein's monster these days. You know, he's losing it, to be fair. I don't think he's as comfortable as quality as he used to be just a season or two ago, in all fairness. Just my opinion, I could be wrong. He's only 33 or whatever. It's not exactly ancient, but just my opinion. Now, you know, the other option, Scotty McTominay, he has been a bit better recently, but overall still very inconsistent. You can't go from having the performance that he did against Burnley to having the performance that he did against Wolves. It's just too inconsistent and gash. Fred, I think, comes back into the team just because of who's played recently, the fact that he hasn't featured much. And it's an FA Cup game. We're going to rotate a little bit. There's going to be some changes. So I think Fred and Donny will sit in that midfield. Fred will do the Energizer Bunny role of running around and winning everything. And Donny will hopefully do the role of getting us playing forward and passing it forward and helping us create. We just need to feed it to Bruno, feed it to Sancho, who will in turn hopefully find the likes of Ronnie and co up top and get us in. You know, that's what we need to do, really. Just make sure that we've got runners in behind, make sure we're playing high up, make sure we're actually pressing the opposition quickly when we've lost possession of the football, and try and get towards this gegenpress style. That's what we're all about, isn't it? That's what Rangnick's all about. You know, formation-wise, that may change, but in terms of mentality and approach, that's what we've got to be working towards. Not what we saw in the last game against Wolves, which was very Ole Gunnar-esque in the sense that we're sitting back and we're just letting them onto us. We're letting them play the football in front of us. And then they get to our final third and we press them out. Other than that, we're not pressing them half the pitch really at all in any other department. So I want to see us actually doing that like we did in that Crystal Palace game. So that's the team lineup I think he's going to choose. Who knows? Could be a totally different formation. He could have Harry Maguire at the back with Victor Lindelof. Could be totally different for all we know. I just hope that he gives chances to some of the players that, you know, deserve it, in my opinion. People like Donny van der Beek. He couldn't do any worse, I don't think, than the other midfield gash that we've got, and he's barely played. Deserves a chance. It's the FA Cup. Make some changes. Give some other players an opportunity. I think this is a strong team, though. You know, I've gone with this because I don't think he's going to take too many risks. I don't think you're going to see, you know, lots of youngsters coming in the team. I don't think you're going to see, you know, Elanga start or, you know, well, just some of the other youngsters play. I personally think he will set up pretty strong. This is a pretty strong team for an FA Cup third round clash here. Aston Villa, Steven Gerrard said that he's going to set his team up strong, but in my opinion, you know, obviously they're going to have to be realistic about this fixture. I'm sure they'll try and win the game, but they're not going to want to try and, you know, put all their eggs in one basket here to try and beat United away in the cup. So, you know, they've got other priorities. Man United's priority this season should be to try and get some silverware whilst getting top four. And I'm sorry to say, but if you don't go out and put a strong team out and win this game, then those chances are massively, well, they're halved, aren't they? More than halved, really, because the Champions League's so difficult to win. So this is massively important for United to go and win the game. What do you think to the lineup, guys? Is there anybody that you disagree with there that you think will start? Is there anybody you think should not be starting from this lineup? I mean, this isn't necessarily what I want. This is just what I think he should do or think he will do. He may well, like I say, go with Slabby Maguire. If he does, he's going to get, you know, I'm going to get on his back, to be fair, because I don't think that he should be selecting Slabby based on what he's done recently. I don't care if he's got an armband and he's paid a certain amount of money or that he cost a certain amount of money. None of these things mean anything to me. The only thing that means something to me is how they perform and turn up week to week and how they represent and play for the badge. That's all that I care about. And from performances this season, I've already made my judgment on Harry Maguire that he's not a Manchester United player, let alone captain. So for me, why persevere? Why flog a dead horse? You know, what's the point with Harry Maguire? And that is actually a pretty good analogy because he plays like a dead horse, this man. Apart from a horse who's got a big knob, but he's probably got a little tadger on him. That's what I would think. But anyway, but in all seriousness, slapping Maguire just doesn't quite cut it for Manchester United right now. So that's why I've gone with Jones and Varane. You think Greenwood instead of Rashford? Okay, I could see that, to be fair, Alex. Yeah, I mean, in terms of form, Rashford hasn't been deserving of playing either. But I just think because it's the FA Cup, bit of rotation, obviously didn't play much recently in the last game. Maybe he'll stick Rashford in this one. Give Rashford a chance. That's a decent shout. Lynette Giggs says Rashford should not be there. Put Ahmad. Okay, fair enough. Well, Ahmad, I guess, might feature, but there's also talks about him currently being very close to joining another club on loan, so I'm not too sure about that. Football apparently says Rangnick has already been found out by other managers. This guy is a fraud, says Football Brownie. Okay, so he's lost one game since he's been here, Football Brownie, to be fair. I mean, have you ever heard the expression, Rome wasn't built in a day? I think you might be expecting a little bit too much for somebody coming in who's only managed 6 games or whatever, you know. Fair enough, listen, he might not turn out to be the guy at United, but actually, you've got to give him a bit of a fair crack, to be fair. Rushmano says we've got 98 likes on the stream. Thank you, Rushmano. Do smash that thumbs up button if you're just joining us, guys. Let's see if we can get 150 likes on the stream. And also, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We've got you covered with all the latest United news on this channel. Get involved with the community. It's bloody awesome as well. Shout out to the Baker Brigade. And get your likes on it, get your subscribe on it and all that stuff. So that's pretty much the lineup. I call it the German penis formation because that's pretty much what it looks like with Rashi and Ronaldo as the bell end. And Jones and Tellers as the left ball, Varane and Dalot as the right. That's pretty much what we've got. Maybe Bruno could be the main vein, so to speak. Anyway, but either way, we've got to get this team penetrating. We've got to get this team actually working. Because right now, we're flaccid. We need a shot of Viagra in this team, mate. Seriously, you know, these guys are playing with a floppy jalopy out there. We need to see some proper determination from these guys. And just go in there and actually give it the beans and actually perform. Because right now we are seeing just a bunch of bollockless melt bags, to be fair, guys. These players need to step the fuck up, sort their lives out, and start playing and representing Manchester United the way that they should be. Most of them are not doing that to the level that we desire. Most of them aren't. Some of them are. You know, I've got no questions about David De Gea. Oh, and by the way, I didn't even talk about the goalkeeper position. I totally forgot. So that is one change I think he's going to make. Now, it's just a hunch. He did say that he sort of wants to keep, well, there's a feeling around the club that he wants to keep Henderson to the end of the season. In my opinion, we should look to cash in on Henderson. We can generate maybe 25, 30 million pounds and get somebody off the books who's on 130k a week. Or loan him out as well and cover the wages. We could do that also. Because he's just not going to play, is he? And from his point of view, he should probably look to go somewhere else. But Rangnick has said that he wants to play him. So I just got a feeling, or you know, there's an understanding that he wants to keep him around, just to have extra coverage and depth. So I've got a feeling he's going to stick Henderson in the goals. What do you guys think about that? Let me know. Let me know what you think about the goalkeeper. Who do you think starts in the game tomorrow? David De Gea has been brilliant. He kind of almost needs, I don't know if he needs a break, actually, because we've had breaks recently. But you know what I mean? Like, he's been so good in the Prem, like, almost just because it's a cup game, I'd stick Henderson in there, give him a chance. Plus, it's a case of putting Henderson in the shop window a little bit. Maybe they are looking to move Henderson on this window. Maybe they're not. But maybe they could pop him in the shop window as well. Bonzo says, Jesus, man, true words. What's going on, Bonzo? Jay King's in here as well. Hello, how you doing? Yeah, the Man United podcast, what's going on, says Hendo's on serious wages. I can't see a loan spell and he'll take a wage cut to move. Oh, you can see a loan? Oh, right, you think he'll take a wage cut to move and actually go on a permanent deal. And yeah. I mean, from his point of view, if he wants to get in that Qatar 2022 World Cup squad for England, he's got to move because he's not going to get any game time here, any opportunities to do that. So I think he probably does move in this window, but Rangnick has said that he, or it's understood as I say that he wants to keep him at the moment. So we have to wait and see. But I think he's one of the strongest candidates to leave just because he's one of the most surplus to requirements. Yeah, it is a COVID year. Yeah, if De Gea got COVID, he's out for a while and it's gash. We've got Tom Heaton in for a couple of weeks. But it's just not the most likely thing. I think, then again, we wouldn't want that, would we? Imagine if De Gea did get injured. Imagine if he did get out for a couple of weeks with COVID. Then you've got Tom Heaton coming in. I mean, he's decent and everything. He's good. But, really going in those crunch games, I would rather have Henderson there to call upon, to be perfectly honest. So from a depth point of view, it makes sense to keep him. But I reckon Henderson's going to start in this one. Overflow says Hendo should start. Hendo will start, says Marco. Yeah, De Gea all day, says the big guy. Well, De Gea's my number one. He's definitely the best keeper out of the two of them, in my opinion. You know, just where he is. He should be too, because he's further developed and he's been our keeper for over a decade. But he is definitely the number one choice, which means that Hendo's almost surplus. Because he's a backup and he's only played, I think, twice this year. Or no, sorry, it's a few. I don't know, actually. It's not very many times, though. Really not very many times. He should probably start, shouldn't he? He should probably get stuck in there, yeah. Oh, we got Grant as well, yeah. Southgate will choose Pickford anyway, says Pickford. Oh, so true. You're so right. Southgate's a pig farmer, says 91 fans. Danny Atkins says, should have treated Romero better. Shame he's left. Spot on, mate. Yeah. What a perfect backup goalkeeper he was. Whenever he came in, always gave a good performance, always played to a good level. And just professional, mate. Yeah, we did him dirty in the end as well. I know, yeah, I totally agree. Should have just kept him as that backup, given them those cup games. We were no worse a team by having him in there, really. He was good. Right, so that's the team news there, guys, in my opinion. We've got quotes, obviously, from Roy Keane suggesting that Maguire needs to shut up and get his head down and play, which is how I feel. I'm sure most of you feel about it, similar about it as well. We've got a tough game. Have to see how we do. We've got to smash up Gerrard's Villa. You know, Steven Gerrard is obviously a character that we've had a lot of tension with in the past as Man United fans. You know, I think in the last time we saw Gerrard in a competitive sense against United, he came on and got sent off after 38 seconds at half time, if you remember. So yeah, Gerrard, you know, he's a twat, isn't he? We got to beat Gerrard. It would be disgusting if a Scalcieri Gerrard came with Aston Villa to Old Trafford and knocked us out of the cup. It would be just too much to take. So we've got to do over Gerrard in this 100%. Right. Okay, interesting. Thank you very much, Rushmano, for the update. I'll get into that in a moment. Top man. So yes, we've got some transfer news to get into shortly as well, guys. So get involved, but do it. So I'm just going to have a little bit of a Q&A for a couple of minutes here before we get on to the rest of the news, transfer news and stuff, just to cap off the preview part of the stream for the game. But my prediction for the game, get your predictions in. So I've been umming and ahhing about this. A couple of days ago, I was thinking, we're going to smash them up 3-0. Yesterday, I was like, you know what, with how we've been playing, it's going to be a tight game. I think we're going to snatch it 1-0. You know what, I'm going in the middle tomorrow. I think we're actually going to beat them in normal time. It's going to be 2-1. It's going to be a reasonably tight game, but I think we'll attack well. I think we probably will concede because we haven't been exactly solid at the back. I think we'll attack well. We'll actually get at them. We'll play more Gagan. We'll play more like we did in that Palace game. Just got a feeling, and I think we're going to win 2-1. It's going to be tight, though, but I think we'll have a more improved attacking display, but I still think overall it's just not going to be that polished. That's my opinion. What do you guys think? Let me know. Yeah, Gungshi says that last Gerrard appearance with the red card was a thing of beauty. Almost as good as when he slipped up against Chelsea and Devon Barr's done him. Oh, dear. By the way, thank you, everyone, for getting in here. Hey, Rushmano, thank you for the like tally. 109 likes, getting there on our way to 150. Let's be having you. Bonzo thinks it's going to be 3-1. Arsenal for Life says 2-1. 2-1, 100% says A. Larry. Marco, 3-1. 1-1 in overtime, says Ezio the Tour. Okay, fair play. Well, that's a possibility, isn't it? Because the game can go to extra time and penalties. Knowing Manchester United and how gash we've been recently and how we've made a mountain out of a molehill with regards to opposition teams, it wouldn't be surprised to me if we did end up going into extra time, in all fairness. Football Bunny thinks 2-1 after extra time. Yep. 1-1 half-time, full-time, 2-1 to Man United, says Norfolk Park. I'm going 2-1 in normal time. 2-1 in normal time. No, Coutinho's not ready, says the Man United podcast. Yeah, this is good news. This is good news, to be fair. I mean, in terms of Aston Villa's lineup, listen, I don't know as much about Aston Villa's, intricate workings, of course, because I don't follow it as much. But in terms of, who they could play, obviously Martinez in goal, Cash, Konsa, Mings, Target, Ramsey, Louise McGinn, who's a player that's actually been linked with Manchester United this window, Buendia, Watkins, and Ings could feature. Gerrard did give some starting lineup news in regards to his players. Trezeguet and Bertrand Traore are absent due to their involvement in the Africa Cup of Nations. Gerrard still has options such as Danny Ings and Buendia, though, in terms of forwards, and also Watkins is available. So And also he revealed Ollie Watkins and Tyrone Mings will be available for selection, while Courtney House should overcome a knock to make the squad. So, we're not expecting the strongest Aston Villa team, but I think they're going to try and turn up to compete. If you look at the recent performances of Manchester United, they've not been great. So if you're a team like Villa, you haven't really got much to lose. You just got to try and, look at how Newcastle did against us, look at how Wolves did against us, and just take that with a bit of confidence going in at Old Trafford to know that United are not the best right now. And so because of that, they'll probably have a bit of confidence about them. United have to snuff out that confidence early with a nice early goal, get right in them, start pressing them, high intensity. I don't want to see any of this rubbish standoff football that we were doing under Ollie and that we're doing last week against Wolves, standing off all the time. No, press the shite out the opposition. That's what we should be doing with a Rangnick system as well. So I'm hoping the team starts working towards that. I'm hoping that, we can start seeing progression towards this new style, because right now we haven't seen any of that. The best we've seen Manchester United play in terms of that style was the first game where he had one day to do anything. So we need to get back to playing like that 100%. Right, thank you. Thank you very, very much for your predictions, by the way. Really appreciate you all getting in here with your thoughts. So you all think we're going to win. That is good news. There's over 200 of you in here right now, guys. Smash that subscribe if you're new to the channel. If you're enjoying the show, get involved. You only need to be sub for 1 minute to chat in the live chat. And also, we cover all the United games. We cover all the news. So if you're new, get yourself involved by hitting that subscribe. You know it makes sense. Right, okay then. So let me just talk with you guys for a couple of minutes. Then we're going to cover the transfer news. So our January transfer is Phil Jones, says Tonk Nash. We look leggy, says Tonk Nash. Yep. You don't want to go to Villa Park again, so please win United, says Lewis Thorpe. Well, actually, Lewis, there are no, because of the season with what's going on, there is actually no FA Cup replays this year. So if the game is tied at the end of the game, if it's a draw at the end, then it will go to extra time. And if it's a draw at the end of extra time, it will go to penalties. So this year, the FA Cup does have extra time and penalties, so there's no FA Cup replays. But we've got to go to Villa Park on Saturday anyway in the league. So, hopefully we smash them up twice in a row, man. Ollie was trash, says Marco. A little bit harsh, but I don't think so. I think, if anything, you can actually look at a lot of the players, what they've done since, and it sort of almost gives Ollie a little bit of not justification for the performances, but just, you can understand what a load of bunch of twats he's dealing with at this club. People like slabbing to Maguire. Listen, though, he made him captain. I get it. Anyway, Fergie would play a gash team, says Big God Bob, probably, and still win. 1-0 or 2-1 to United, says David Bezin. Love that. Mr. Leo G thinks we're going to lose 3-1. The Man United podcast says, would you play the same lineup on Saturday if we play and win convincingly tomorrow? That's a really good point. Because there's plenty of time, obviously, between now and then to sort of recover. So in terms of rotation, if everyone stays fit, do you have to rotate between now and then? Not really. So this is a good opportunity for all these players coming in there to maybe get in that team for the weekend as well. I agree with that. I mean, I think there'll probably be 1 or 2 changes just out of, what's gone on between that game and the next. And also maybe just a few knocks or whatever. But I would imagine that, this is a good chance for these players that are coming into this game to convince Rangnick to select him in the next one against them also. Hey, Mamasini, thank you very much for getting in here with a €5 super chat. Appreciate that. Super chat. Let's get a Sue emoji in there for him. Thank you, Mamasini. Says 4-1-3-2. Fullbacks, Tellez and Dallo for crossers. Matic CDM. Bruno, Donny Sancho for vertical passes. Ronaldo, Cavani killing it up front. Interesting, Mamasini. Yeah, he did actually. So we actually did switch to that in one game, didn't we? I can't remember. Was it the Newcastle game where we were doing gash and we had to change in the second half? I can't quite remember now. One of the recent games, we did change in the second half to a 4-1-3-2. I think we had McTominay sitting in front of the back line, and then we had like the 3 in front, like you say. That is a nice attacking lineup, which I could definitely live with. I think it fits Man United's team as well. Just go a bit more attacking. There's a lot of emphasis on the holding midfielder there to do his job well. But if the team works as a team, attacks as a team, presses as a team, why couldn't that formation work? It's a very attacking formation, but it's one that actually fits our players. Like, we could get all of our players in favourable positions in that formation. Whereas this 4-2-2-2 German penis formation doesn't really work too well, It doesn't really work too well for us with the players we've got. Maybe if we had really athletic, quick midfielders, like destructive midfielders. But because we relying on little Fred and Scotty and these erratic passes as well, maybe we had decent control in the midfield, we could do it. But yeah, Mamacina, I want to change the formation too. I don't like the 4-2-2-2 German penis formation, but it is what it is at the moment. I think Rangnick sticks with it. Right, okay, let me just put this over here, actually, so we can see a bit of the live chat. Anybody coming in, if you want to look at the team, it's here. The predicted team there is probably too small if you're watching it on your phone. Yeah, so a successful cup run today is getting to the semi, says Madhouse. Something on the gaming channel in a bit. Piggy says, cool homies. What's that? High press our only hope, says Sukanash El Pasha. Not tonight. Oh, you mean am I doing one tonight, cool homies? No, mate. I'm probably not tonight, mate. I think I'm going to have the night off tonight, mate. Feeling a bit gashed out, to be honest. Got a busy week ahead of me, my son, so I'm probably going to have tonight off, actually. Steve Hall says, try No Bones Jones in CDM. Hey, well, he did used to play there sometimes, didn't he, mate? Versatile player back in the day. If Rangnick is serious, he must change the players, not the formation. Great comment there, Jarvis. Yeah, I mean, if he's got faith in what this system is he's trying to do. But then again, if we, maybe it's a case of just, like I said, we don't have the players for his system. So unless he's allowed to go and get the players for his system in this January, then he might have to change the system. Otherwise, he's going to be playing with a weakened system. Lindelof CDM says, big up, Bob. See, I like that too. Emma K says, I just want the teamwork that we had against Burnley. Yeah, that's so important. You look at how we were in the last game against Wolves, so disjointed, unorganised. We've got to be more cohesive, more as a team. I totally agree with that, Football Bunny says, surely Rangnick's formation leaves the flanks vulnerable. Well, this is the idea. So the idea is, with a 4-2-2-2, so you see this penis formation. The idea is really that, you've got your wing-backs that are doing a lot of the job when it comes to, the wide play. Of course, players like Bruno and Sancho are going to take the ball wide and create chances that way too. But really, what you're trying to do is you're trying to stay compact and organised in the centre of the pitch in this, in this 8-shaft formation. And then you've got Tellez and Dalot bombing forward, covering those wide spaces as well. So the idea is, you're staying in a, you're staying in this big rectangle down the middle, taking up all that space. That's the idea. The only problem with it is, if you've got certain players that I don't think can cover the ground as well as, you would want for this system, because, there's a lot of times when you can't just stay in this formation, obviously. If there's a player that's coming down the right, then Fred is going to have to squeeze towards him, or Tellez is going to have to, do it. But if Tellez has been up the pitch attacking, and then they win the ball back and they're countering, well, then, of course, Fred's going to have to squeeze out to the left, and Jones is going to have to come over and cover, and this type of stuff. So, but if you've not got the right players that can cover the ground in, especially those two holding midfield areas, I don't think it actually works for United. If we had two very comfortable on the ball but physically quick players there, I could see us doing it. Like if we had Kante, something like that, I could see it working really, really well. But actually, we lose our midfield battle in most games that I've seen us play this formation. So I don't really see how it helps us in that area much. But it's still a work in progress. Ultimately, we haven't seen the best of it yet. But it is pretty weird. I mean, nobody else is playing this. I'm sure there are teams, but in my experience in the Premier League, who the fuck plays this German penis formation, guys? This really narrow penis formation. Anyway, it's pretty strange. It's pretty strange. Millwall, what's going on? Welcome to the stream, boss. How you doing? Shaft formation, says Madhouse. Hey there, Nut. What's going on, bro? I hope you're doing well. He says, the fact that Rangnick is using pretty much the same players as Ollie tells us that the drop-off from one team to the bench is huge. A change is needed. Yeah, Nut. That's such a good point as well. Yeah, I know. What we had Solskjaer in. He's been playing McFred. We get rid of him. Rangnick comes in. What does he do? Plays McFred. I know, it's madness, isn't it, Nut? But that's true. I mean, we need to get new signings in. The only problem is we're not expected to do much business in this window at this moment, but we'll see. And there's a few players we're going to get onto in a minute that should be coming, really. Thank you so much for the super chat there, Nut. I hope you're doing well, you absolute Norwegian legend. How's the beer brewing going at the moment, lad? Kung Shi with a super chat as well, getting in here, lad. Thank you so much. He says, Pig, der Fires zwei, gross, France formation. Ist nicht gut, mein Freund. Ja, das Schwanz formation is nicht so gut, ja. That's hilarious. Coachy, thank you so much. De vier, zwei, große Schwanz formation. That's hilarious. Thank you very much for getting in with a super chat there, Gunshow. I appreciate you. Chills and Thrills says 3 men have to be in the midfield. See, if I had it my way, I would change Manchester United to a 4-3-3. I would try and emulate what Liverpool do, as much as I hate to say it all the time, but I would, because that's successful for them. I think we've got more the players to be able to do that sort of system as well. So I don't know why we don't try and do that kind of formation at United and play with a similar sort of system to that. I believe we have the players to do it. It would give the fans what we want in terms of an attacking style. And if we just decide on what we're going to do and stick to it and work towards that and progress, then it'll be fine. I think the problem at United, and it has been this case for 7-8 years now, is that obviously we keep going in one direction and then, the manager gets sacked. Oh, this isn't working, so we got to change formation and go to 3 at the back. Oh no, all of a sudden the 3 at the back's not working, so now we've got to go to 4-2-3-1. Oh, now the 4-2-3-1's not working. Now we've got to go to 4-2-2-2. Now the 4-2-2-2's not working. Now we've got to go 4-4. Let's just fucking actually choose something that's proven and work towards progressing that style and that system and polishing it, rather than constantly changing, chopping, and doing everything we've been doing over the years, because that's not gotten us anywhere. Thank you so much, Gungshu. I appreciate you for the super chat, lad. Get in there. Narrow Shaft with a big base, says Sukanashal Pasha. Yeah, Jimmy to the J thinks 4-3-3 as well. I'll ask the live chat, guys. What do you think is the current situation in terms of, the formation? What formation would you like to see Manchester United play? Oh, thank you very much. Okay, we're going to get onto the transfer news now, guys. It's an interesting topic, though. I really appreciate you all getting in here. Just for a moment. Yeah, Man United Blitzkrieg tomorrow, says Sun Yang. Absolutely. Okay, brilliant stuff. Let's have a look at this. So this, this isn't actually transfer news. Oh, yes, it is. My bad. Let's have a look at this, guys. This is quite cool. So check this out. So this has just been tweeted by Fabi Romano. Let's have a look at this. It says, it's about Edison Cavani. It says, Ralph Rangnick, quotes from Ralph Rangnick. I spoke with Edison almost half an hour. He told me he'll definitely stay at Man United this January. I can rely on him to give his very best and to be role model for young players, Rangnick added. So this is from Simon Stone from the BBC via Simon Stone. So Cavani stays, guys. Cavani stays. We sort of knew that was coming because obviously, of what Rangnick said previously in his presser a week or so ago about how much emphasis he had on Cavani and all of that. But that is big news. That's great news. Cavani stays and will stay at Man United this January. Come on. Get in there, my son. That is big news. Love that. Absolutely love that. Come on. So there's direct quotes from Rangnick to say that he spoke with Edison almost half an hour. He told me he would definitely stay at Man United this January. That is excellent news. Thank you very much for the update there, Rushmano. That's a cracker. Get in there. So, Edinson Cavani almost half an hour told me he would definitely stay. We need this guy. The only reason I've not got him in here is just because I think, we need to have a little bit of rotation. I mean, based on form and stuff, there's no way Rashford should play ahead of Cavani right now, but I just feel like he's going to change up a little bit. Maybe they use this opportunity to maybe get Rashford back on the right track. I don't know. But Cavani and Ronaldo is the combination that I want to see United playing going forward, obviously, for the rest of the season. I think Cavani's obviously got the experience and the quality, especially in a Rangnick pressing system, if that's what we're going to do to help us. He was a little bit off it in the last couple of games. His touch wasn't quite there, all the rest of it, but he's still the matador, and he's still one of the best players we've got. Yeah, Bernard the Red says, get in, come on. Right, let's. I'm actually going to update the video because that's quite impressive. Right, Rangnick, Cavani stays. Cavani stays. Maguire dropped. Let me just change the title because that is pretty cool news. Anyway. So, by the way, we're nearly at 150 likes, guys. There's 250 of you legends watching. Do us the massive honor of smashing that thumbs up button. Let's see if we can get 269 likes. And also, if you're new, smash that subscribe button. I really appreciate you guys. Please don't spam Ravi. I did respond to your message earlier if you didn't realise. So I've already answered you, bud. What's your score prediction, says Millwall. I'm going for 2-1 to Manchester United. I think we'll concede, but I think we will create and score goals as well, man. So that's what I'm going for. 2-1 to Manchester United. I think it's going to be a little bit of a better performance from us, attacking-wise as well. But still, we'll have vulnerabilities at the back. I think we probably will concede. Thank you, Amit Kumar, for liking the video. I appreciate it, dude. Right. Okay, right, let's get into the rest then, please. Let's get stuck in there raw with the rest of this transfer news because we've got some news that has come in. So we've got transfer news to cover now. Obviously, we've done the preview. We'll touch on it again. We're going to have a Q&A at the end of the video also. But little bit of transfer stuff coming in. In fact, I'm just going to move that down there because that just looks weird right next to my face like that. So we'll just pop that there. Anybody that wants to see possibly what we could have. Actually, I'll just get rid of that. So we've got some info coming out. What's this as well? Oh, okay, brilliant. So we're going to talk straight away about this. So a couple of people. Oh, right, yeah, this is the one that I saw earlier actually. So we do have an update obviously this morning from Fab, which is about Amad Diallo. United have no full agreement with Birmingham City after further contacts. Loan deal now expected to collapse. Ahmad will 100% leave on loan. 4 proposals on the table. Feyenoord want him since August, but player priorities is for UK clubs. So we're understood that he wants to go to an English club, apparently. We have another source that says that Birmingham, Derby, and Feyenoord are among the clubs currently wanting to sign Ahmad on loan. I'd actually kind of like to see him go to Derby, mate. You know what I mean? Wayne Rooney, like, how's that going to happen? You know what I mean? How's that going to happen? But you know, they're in a bit of a situation, Derby, aren't they? But I tell you what, they're doing. He's doing all right, Wayne Rooney at Derby, man. He's actually doing, you know, considering the situation, he's doing well, isn't he? But anyway, they could definitely do with a hand. But Birmingham are in the hat for the signing of Amad Diallo on loan to the end of the season. So are Derby and Feyenoord. Feyenoord originally had agreed to deal in the summer, but then he got an injury and stayed. So they might still be a shout. But apparently, you know, if you listen to what Fabrizio Romano says there, there's a good chance in terms of him wanting to go to an English club instead. So Ahmad's priority is to move to an English team on loan. There are 4 proposals on the table at the moment, guys. 4 proposals on the table for Amad Diallo's loan. Derby lost 2-0 to us, says Millwall. Diallo is the next Bebe, says Ezio. I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that. We haven't seen enough from him. Literally the first game he played for Manchester United, he came on the Champions League and scored a sick-headed goal, mate. I don't know, man. We need to actually give him chance to develop. He's another player, sadly, that we've signed. We just haven't really done well by. There's too many players that haven't been developed by Manchester United, whether it's because of Volley or whoever, you know. There's actually not enough. There's actually not enough of it. So, okay, so so we've got some information coming out, guys, in regards to Tony Martial as well. In terms of loan deals, players going out the club, it's understood that Sevilla FC will make a new offer for Anthony Martial to Manchester United. That is the latest update we've got. That Sevilla will make a new offer for Anthony Martial to Manchester United. So very interesting stuff. He's got to go, doesn't he, really? We've just had that update from Ralph Rangnick that Cavani stays. You know, the quotes from Cavani, from Ralph Rangnick that Cavani stays. So in terms of Martial, it's definitely not a place for him at the club this season, really. He's only going to play sporadically. He's frustrated. He wants to go. Sevilla is one of the clubs that were leading the chase, obviously. They did have a bid knocked back by United for half of the money and no fee up front. United understood to want a small fee and all of the money covering his wages. So we have to wait and see that. But Sevilla understood to be coming back in to make another offer for Tony Martial. Thank you very much for the update. That is a good one. Also, guys, there is a new bit of information circulating this evening, which is not that new, but you know, we've talked about it a lot recently. And it is that Manchester United, apparently, you know, the reports that we've made a £5 million bid for Dennis Zakaria this evening. Those are the reports that are coming out. We discussed it the last couple of days. This guy has obviously got his time running out on his current contract. He doesn't have, he's only got until the end of the season contracted there, which means that Mönchengladbach need to, you know, they need to cash in. Otherwise, they're going to lose this guy for nothing. And they don't want to do that. But in terms of, you know, why Manchester United should get him, it's because he's, you know, a big, tall, strong defensive midfielder who, you know, is good on the ball as well and is available for chump change. You know, you're talking 5, 6, 7 million is what it would take to get this guy in. It's just an absolute no-brainer for Manchester United because of the money involved. You know, we need a central midfielder, even if he turns out to be a flop. What have you lost? You've lost hardly anything. You'd probably be able to sell him for more, even if he flopped, because he's available for so cheap right now. So United just need to sweeten the deal, do what they need to do to convince Mönchengladbach to let him come to us in this window. You know, they probably would rather keep him until the end of the season than just get a couple of million for him. But 6 million, 7 million, you know, it gets to the point where it makes more financial sense for them to cash in now than let the guy leave for nothing in the summer. So, there is a report to come out tonight that Manchester United are in for Dennis Zakaria in the region of about £5 million. But we'll have to wait and see until obviously more comes out about it. But it does look like that could be one of the strongest links that we've got this window, just because it's a cheap option. Like we discussed a couple of days ago, if United are going to sign players this window, it's probably not your star players who are 50, 60 million pound. We're not going to get Milinkovic-Savic for 50 mil, or Declan Rice, or even Ruben Neves is unlikely because he'd probably take 40 or 50 million. No, we're going to get somebody dirt cheap. We're going to get somebody filthy cheap, either that Kamara guy, Boubacar Kamara, maybe Dennis Zakaria. So that's what we're dealing with here. We're dealing with proper tight-fisted dweebs who run this football club and have no true ambition for us to challenge. So they'll probably just sign one dirt cheap midfielder like Dennis Zakaria to appease the fan base, rather than actually going out there and signing us two quality midfielders. Not to say that he's not a quality midfielder, because I actually think he's a great player, and because of his price, he's a great option. But we should get him and somebody else as well in midfield. If we had proper ambition as a club to challenge for the title, that's what we would do. And it's even stupid even talking about challenging for the title now. It's almost over already. But that's the ambition we should have. Dennis Zakaria, guys, yes or no? What's your thoughts on Dennis Zakaria for 5 million? Exactly, Amit Kumar. He says, throw in 10 million and get him. Exactly. So this is how this works, isn't it? You go to Mönchengladbach and you say, hey, we want to give you 5 million for Dennis Zakaria, whose contract's running out end of the year. He's interested in coming. Oh, shit. They say, nah, that's too little. We want 10 million for him if you want to take him off of us now. And you say, that's a little bit too much. How's about we meet you in the middle at 7.5? Jobs are good, and Dennis Zakaria is a red. Our midfield's better. It's not that hard, is it? It's not that fucking hard, is it? So I totally agree with you. Anything to replace McFred, says JRB. Bell691 says it's not that they're tight-fisted, pig. They just totally inept in the market. We signed to sell jerseys, not to fix the squad. Fair point there. That is a very good point, yes. Well, it's also that they're tight-fisted as well. Because, yes, they did spend in the last window, but that people are going to... That's going to gloss over the last few seasons for them, really, where they, think about that Sancho summer and stuff, where they just cheaped out. I personally think they just do the minimum to appease the fan base. But, no, you're right. Also, they definitely have signed players just, if you look at players like Ronaldo, obviously, maybe that is just more of a brand signing, you have to say. Yes to Zakaria, says Sukanashal Pasha. Yes with Keshi, says Steve Hall. Madhouse says, yes, Zakaria, Basuma, Haidara, Kessie. Take your pick. It's as simple as that, isn't it? So many midfielders, Nick. So many midfielders available. Even the cheap ones we should just go and sign. People like Boubacar Kamara and Zakaria, just get them in. You would take a bag of chips over McFred, says OP Dragon. Yeah, Talk MU. Somebody else was talking about that earlier, playing a 4-1-3-2, an attacking style. Yeah, I like the idea of it myself also. I think it suits United players, what we got right now, more than this penis formation anyway. Right, so Mamasini, thank you for the €5 super chat getting in here raw. He says, by the way, I don't know if you noticed, Zane Yassi was in here right at the start of the stream. He came in it, he's fucking dumb one. Arsenal in the mud, by the way, guys, get in there. He literally couldn't hang about. He knew that the banter was going to get to ridiculous levels. So, Mamasini, thank you very much for the €5 super chat. He says, I'd prefer to address Zane, but I hope he's well at the hospital. At Gungshi, hating Schweinsteiger in this chat is an irony Germans won't get. Pig will, and then something, and then it's trails off at the end there. And what's the next bit? Hey, thank you, Mama CD. I appreciate you. Oh, I'll get the reference. Oh, I see. Sorry. I thought it was a new sentence. Yeah. I get the reference, my son. Oh, dear. Mama CD, thank you so much for the super chat. Can we get a little swoo in the live chat? Hey there, Chrissy J. What's going on, you channel member hero? Once again, guys, thank you for joining. I'll ask you one more time here. Smash that like on the vid. Give it a thumbs up. It's free. You might as well. Also, it gives us a boost up there on the algorithm, helps us compete with some of the clickbait charlatan melters on YouTube and also some of the corporations, etc. So if you enjoy this content, if you enjoy the channel, if you want to support this show, smash the like on it. And also give it a subscribe if you're new to the channel. Get involved. We're on here daily, giving you all the United news. Okay, what's this? Hold on a second. Oh, Nice. Nice. We've got a well-respected journalist here has almost more or less confirmed that Manchester United are indeed in talks to sign Dennis Zakaria. Ralph Rangnick appreciates the player. So this is actually very interesting. So a few different outlets reporting, that we are in for Zakaria tonight. That's what apparently we put a 5 million bid in for Zakaria tonight, guys. You what? Let's see what happens. Obviously, we have to wait until there's more about it. I would like to see something from Fab, for instance. But, we do, I'm hopeful, of course, that we are doing this. We should be doing this because we talked about the other day, he's so cheap and he's available right now. It's just a no-brainer to sign Zakaria. He's exactly what we need. He's not a kid. He's not too old. He's perfect. He's 25, coming to his prime. He's perfect right now for what we need. Just as a short-term fix, of course. Just as a short-term fix. Facts are, he's not going to be any worse than the shite we've got in midfield at the club. We're desperate to get midfielders in. We need to get 2 in, really. So just to get this guy through the door would be nice. Let's hope that there's some real traction behind that one then. I hope so. Great FIFA players, says Pat. Yeah, Zakaria's good, but enough, says Madhouse. Yeah, not too sure if he's enough. We have to get somebody else too. We getting Zakaria, says Asher Katana. That's what the rumblings are tonight, mate. Yeah. So different reporters coming out and saying that United have made a £5 million bid for Zakaria. Leah Rose, thank you so much for getting in, Leah. Comments, hey Pig, hope you are good. Let's get a like spike. Thank you, Leah Rose. Yeah, smash a like on the vid. Have a cheeky little bacon brigade like spike. Nice one. How many are we on now? Thank you for that, Leah. 171. That's pretty good, guys. On our way to 200, baby. Dana, 200 likes, baby. Yeah, nice. Okay, so that's interesting, guys. Really interesting. Dennis Zakaria, possible bid from Man United tonight in the region of £5 million. We've got more information here about Diallo. So there is a source that suggests that Birmingham City is the most likely, for some reason, the most likely destination for Amad Diallo. But we don't know about that. As we know, there's 4 different possible places that he could be going, 3 of which we know as of Feyenoord, Birmingham, and also Derby. So it remains to be seen, but Diallo could be going to Birmingham or somewhere else maybe. So also Eric Bailly apparently has offers. So Pablo Mari from Arsenal and Eric Bailly from United apparently have some interest from AC Milan at this moment in time. Milan are working to sign a new centre-back to replace Simon Kjaer, injured. So, I don't know about selling Eric Bailly, guys. To be honest, it's not really one of the centre-backs that I would sell immediately. I would probably rather see Slabby Maguire go. I'd probably rather see, I don't know, even Victor Lindelof maybe. I don't know. Eric Bailly, to me, performs more often than not. The problem with him is it's just a fitness concern. But as a backup sort of, second centre-back, I think he'd be great. The only concern with him is if he does stay fit and he wants to play regularly, he's not getting the opportunities at Man United right now. Varane's come in, we signed him. Maguire's an £80 million slab of shite that just seems undroppable for some unknown reason. I have no idea why. But Slabby Maguire seems to be getting the opportunities, and Lindelof's still here. So if he wants to play regularly, then I guess there's a possibility there. But I hope we don't sell. I hope we don't sell him personally. Yeah. Ralph likes Bailey though, says Emma K. Yeah, Ralph likes Bailey though. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't think we should sell Eric Bailly personally because I think he gives us decent depth and coverage in that position, especially when you consider our other centre-backs are injury prone too. People like Varane is injury prone. I mean, Harry Maguire's not injury prone, but he's just shite. So for that very reason, it can't hurt to have Bailly, unless you're going to go and sign a better centre-back. I wouldn't really want to see him go, no. Hey, what's going on there, Solo Tamua? Good to see you, my friend. John Murphy says, Sancho doing fuck all, mate, let's be honest. No, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I think you're being harsh, but I mean, statistically, he's not done very well in terms of actual stats. But if you look at performances recently, there has been an upturn. He has been better, and it's early days in his career. Sancho is going to be a great player for United. I can feel it in my piggy loins. Trust me. Well, you have faith. Have faith. Have faith. You don't think Pochettino's the best manager for United? Couldn't agree more with you, Mamadou. He's not the right fit for Man United. Right, okay then. So if you're just joining us, guys, the biggest news that we're just covering right now is that Ralph Rangnick has been quoted as saying, I spoke with Edinson Cavani almost half an hour. He told me he will definitely stay at Man United this January. I can rely on him to give his very best and to be a role model for the rest of the squad. So, you know, great words for the model for the young players, he said. So, great words, obviously, from Rangnick, just reiterating the fact that Cavani's going nowhere in January. We've got it from the horse's mouth himself, and obviously Edinson Cavani, you know, he seems like a man of his word to me. So, I don't think he's going anywhere in January. He will leave at the end of his contract more than likely in the summer and probably score a good handful of very important goals for us between now and then. And like I've said, my favourite forward pairing that we can choose in this team right now, it has to be Ronaldo and Cavani. Even though they're old, they're just so experienced and so good. And Cavani's still so much of a tireless performer for the team. Like, he works hard. He will do the dirty running and the pressing and all that sort of stuff. And he just never gives up. So for me, he's a great option. Just maybe not be able to play him every single week. But really, Ronaldo and Cavani is the two going forward for me. So yeah, that's great news. That's good news. UTV VTID's looking forward to it. Get in there. Could Diallo be going to Swansea, says Leon? Maybe, mate. I mean, who knows? I suppose so. He's supposed to be more likely to go to Birmingham City at the moment, but who knows? You wish the best for United. Thank you, Mamadou. Pochettino, please stay as far away from possible United, says Kingslayer. Yeah, guys. I mean, I don't want to flog a dead horse for this one either, because I spoke about this yesterday a lot. But I don't really want Poch United because he's just not impressive. I mean, yeah, his team at Spurs was quite good and he did build and develop a good team, but he ultimately still didn't win anything. And if United are going to get a new manager again, it's got to be somebody who is going to take us to those trophies, who's more credentialed and more likely to take us to those trophies. Poch isn't going to do that. Or he's not credentialed to do that anyway. He hasn't got the credentials. You know, if he wins if he wins League One in France this season, so he should do with that team of Galacticos. He should win it by 30 points. He's a fucking disgrace for not winning it last year, and it would be a disgrace if they don't walk it every single year with that squad. So for that reason alone, yeah, see you later on. Not interested in Pochettino. He's not proven enough to be the manager for Manchester United and actually get us some trophies, etc. He's just a good manager for the Glazers. He would be a great manager for the Glazers because he would keep us competitive. We'd probably have an okay style about us. He'd be able to do it on a shoestring budget. Think about what he did at Spurs. They never spent any money at Spurs. He always had to just spend, very, very frugally. And they never spent a lot. So he'd be perfect. He's a perfect Glazer manager, but he's not my manager. I don't want him. There's talks of Diallo going to Torquay United, says Alex Walker. Klopp once said Gegenpress is the best playmaker. We don't need creativity, says Chris Benoit. Well, there you go then. I like that. That's very German. John Murphy says, are you on FIFA later? I'm not so sure tonight, John. I'm feeling a bit melted tonight, my friend. I might take the night off. I might do one. You're just going to have to wait and see. JRB says, smash a like, guys, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you, JRB. Yeah, those are good words. Right, thank you. I appreciate that. Do as he says. Big God Pop says, Ollie would get PSG the title. Definitely he would. Definitely Ole Gunnar Solskjaer would have got PSG the title. Ten Hag's the one, says Wiggy. Well, out of the options, yes, stylistically, I'd rather Ten Hag as one out of the two of them. Right, let's just get into the live chat. And guys, thank you everyone who's in here. Do smash that like. We're nearly at 200. Hit the sub, all that good stuff. Get your thoughts and opinions in. It's Q&A time. So if you're pissed off with me rambling, this is the time where I shut up a little bit. Actually, it's not. But I do read all your comments out for a good period of time here. So have your say. Get your thoughts in. I want to hear from you. Get your predictions and thoughts in about the game and all the rest of it. Rangnick is sticking with Cavani and hopefully dropping Slabby Maguire. That's what I hope. That's what I hope. See you later on, Slabby. I agree with Roy Keane. Too much talking, too much gum flapping. That slab's been moving like he's got a bloody... There's a hand up his back door and he's been operated like a puppet. But there's no substance there, mate. There's no substance. He performs like a muppet as well. Take care of the health, says Amit Kumar. Precisely. Napalm 420 Def says he was great at Southampton but never pushed on at Spurs. He's not the right man for us. Well, he's that type of manager, Napalm. He did push on at Spurs, but he didn't push on to the point where we need. You know, like at Southampton, what was he tasked with? Building a good team, and he did do that. He got some good players in. They had a really good, feeling. And did he get like Graziano Pella in and Schneidlin and these guys, or was that somebody else? But that whole era, they actually had they had a really decent team, which is why he got and he did really well developing them, which is why he got the Tottenham job. And then he developed that team really well as well, to be fair, to the point where they're, in the top 4 contention. He got them to a Champions League final. So he did progress Spurs while he was there, but not enough to the point where it convinces me that he's the one to bring the glory days back to United. No way. Ashley Katana says Zinedine Zidane is a snaky guy who doesn't want to join United. What a pussy. Yeah, you know, I don't want him either, mate. Agree with that one. No Phil Jones and Slabby as a pair, says John Murphy. Welcome back, Phil Jones and Slabby. You reckon Phil Jones and Slabby Maguire together? Oh, my goodness me. Maybe not 1-3-3. We'll have to wait and see tonight, mate. I might do a FIFA. I might take the night off. You're just going to have to wait and see tonight. I'm not promising it because I don't really feel that great. Pat says, I think we will get new owners. Nothing is going to change, says Pat. Until we get new owners, you're right. Yeah, until we get new owners, nothing's going to change, Pat. It's so true. So true. We just need to get them out. Paul O'Connor says, what top manager would go to United with the state the entire club is in? Rangnick is going to prove himself for United as one of the best managers in the world. Paul O'Connor, loads would. I don't really get that statement. This is a great project for a lot of managers, you know. Maybe not the top like the top ones, because people don't like our owners. People don't want to work with the Glazers and you know, have to have that shackle on you. But most people would look at this job like this is the holy grail of a job. Surely. It's fucking Man United, for fuck's sake. You know what I mean? Of course these people would be queuing up for the job, man. Jarvis Cox says, to be fair, Pig, Pochettino and Rangnick could be a great duo. Both known for building clubs. Might actually work. Yeah, I mean, Pochettino's known for building squads and building, you know, a team. I agree. But he's also not been known for building a team that can win anything. You know what I mean? And even if he does that this year in League One with Neymar, Mbappe and Messi and all the rest of it, that doesn't prove that he can actually do it either. What was the first live game you've seen at Old Trafford, says Eamon Barrett? It was Wimbledon, probably about 1992. So I was a little kid. That would be the first one. Bernard the Bed, or maybe it was 93, somewhere around there. Bernard the Bed says, get back James Gardner? Oh, James Garner. Yeah, absolutely. Jimmy Garner, by the way. I couldn't agree more. Absolutely. We could do a lot worse than him, couldn't we? Timothy Robert, that'll probably going to be tomorrow if I don't do one tonight, yeah. Who's going again tomorrow? I am, says Vincent Bullock. Get in there, Vincent. You go into the game. Hope it's a great game for you, boss. Hope it's a much better performance. You know, fair play to Vincent Bullock, mate. And, you know, Matty Rush and a lot of other, you know, season ticket holders, people that go down there, you know, because that's it. It's all about supporting your club through thick and thin. And even if you've had a shit game the last week, you've got to get yourself back down there, lad. You know, so respect, man. You know what? I'm getting myself off to a game soon as well, mate. You know, it's been too long. And I'm just hoping that, you know, I'm going to wait a little bit longer until we start playing a bit better. Because the last time I went up there, you know, it cost a lot of money and it was a shit game and it pissed me off. So there you go. We need a few wins now, says Little Games. Absolutely. Is there any FIFA tonight, says Leon H? Maybe not, Leon. Maybe not. Keep a lookout. Maybe so, maybe not. You never know. Rush Pano says subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much, Rushy. Yes, do hit the sub. You're going to the game tomorrow, Leon. Nice, mate. I hope it's a good one. 2-1 to United tomorrow, says Little Games. I agree with you. Great, have to have Cavani to stay. Great to have Cavani stay. Absolutely, Eamon Barrett, lad. Great news coming out tonight about Cavani. Ian Dawn says, you say he has never been able to build a team to win anything, and this season doesn't mean anything because they always win. But before, he was never at a club who you would win to it. You would expect to win anything. Yeah, but now he's at a club where you would expect them to win everything. So it doesn't prove anything if he does win anything, though. You know, if he wins the Champions League with them, fair enough. Your statement is fair. But he's just gone from one extreme to another. You know, he wasn't expected to win anything with Spurs, but now he's expected to win everything. So, you know, it's like even if he wins everything, he's only got to satisfactory levels. You know what I mean? Like it's hard to... If he wins something in France, that doesn't impress me one iota, mate. I'm not interested in that. I'd go and win it. I'd go and manage PSG to a league title in France, mate, with Neymar, Messi and Mbappe there. Come on. You know? Okay, hell. Hey, thank you, Little Games. Says new here, brother. Hope we can do it. Thank you, Little Games. Yes, appreciate you getting in here tonight. If you're new, just like Little Games, then do smash the sub button. And we're very, very much close to 200 likes, guys. That is the target for the stream. We're 8 away. Give it a smash if you're just joining. That helps the show out. Appreciate you. Low Fat Mofat says Slippy G's going to do your 2-1. Oh, goodness me. You really think so? Wouldn't that be the worst thing ever? Getting done up by Stevie G as a manager of Aston Villa, mate. That would be fucking awful. Cavani better stay fit, says Jonathan Gallagher. Yeah, he won't play all the games, but he is a beast. Enjoy the game tomorrow, all of you who are going to see it. Thank you, Gungsha Leone. Yes, indeed. Gungsha, you legend. Are you going to be watching the game, lad? What time is it? It's on late, isn't it? 7. By the way, guys, I've got some exciting news. I'm going to actually announce it tonight. Hopefully, it's not going to be a shit show because it is difficult to, but there's 224 of you. I've got a major announcement to make, guys. Are you ready for this? I've got a major announcement to make. I've got an announcement to make. Are you ready? Are you ready? Let me know you're ready for the announcement. Okay, this is the announcement. Right, so tomorrow we're going to have fan cams on the channel after the game. Okay, so logistically speaking, it's a nightmare, but I've managed to sort some stuff out. You know, financially, it's not not great because obviously I've got to get a couple of people on the case, which, you know, people aren't going to do this shit for free. So, you know, it's a step forward for the channel. I'm trying to get more content after the games on the channel as well, because obviously once we do the watch along and stuff, obviously the content sort of slows down after the games. So what I want to do is get some fan reactions from people outside of the stadium. You know, some people that we know, some friends, but also just some randomers, you know. And we've got a couple of dudes who are helping me out, who are going to actually interview people and record, you know, reactions and stuff like that after the game. So I wanted to announce on here to let you know that probably tomorrow night between the hours of, like, I don't know, 11 and 12, there will be a few fan cams that drop on the channel, right? So I would really appreciate you all if you could come and show your support for them, you know, watch them, comment on them, like them, share them, like extra big time. Because obviously, you know, it is, you know, you've got to speculate to accumulate, but obviously it's one of those things I want to try and, you know, make it work. So please do us a massive favor tomorrow and watch them when they're on there. Watch them on there. Yeah. Hey, what's going on there, Casey Jackson? What's going on? Ready, and you should say breaking news, says Vincent Bullock. Yeah, so that's the news, guys. That's fantastic, says Playmaker. Excellent for the channel, says Eamon Barrett. Some of you will be mixed about it. Some of you won't want it. Obviously, this is Flying Pig United. It's not, you know, but ultimately, you know, my vision for the channel is to make it an alternative choice for Manchester United coverage than the big clickbait shite channels. You know what I'm saying? That's my vision. And in order to do that, in order to provide the sort of content that I want to provide to you, obviously we've got to get more people involved and get a few more things going on the channel, more content and all the rest of it. So 2022, I hope, is going to be a big channel for a big year for the channel, guys. Yeah, Gunchi, thank you so much for the support there, bro. Yes, indeed. Yay, fan cams. Get in there, my son. Onwards and upwards for Flying Pig United. Thank you so much, Gunchi. I really appreciate that. Yeah, we got so my man Mark and also Assad. They're going to be doing the fan cams tomorrow. They're going to be filming them and sending them me and stuff like that. So there is going to be fan cams on, but I really need all 200 of you legends in it right now, especially to come back tomorrow night and show you support for the fan cams when they drop. Rushmano getting those boom fire emojis in there. Thank you very much, Rushmano, you legend. Paul O'Connor says, great stuff, man. Thank you so much, dude. Yeah, £5 million for Zachariah Playmaker. Absolute bargain. Thank you, Madhouse. Thank you, mate. Thank you so much, mate. Thank you very much. Vincent says, Pig, may I suggest they go to Sir Matt Busby Way? That's where a lot of people will be. Don't go away by a football hotel. There's too many YouTubers already there. Yeah, fair play, Vincent. I just basically wanted to go somewhere with some nice mise en scène in the background. You know, bit of United vibes, mate. Yeah, great comment there, Vincent. Overflow says, great news. OP Dragon says, fan cams, love it, Pig, you absolute legend. Hero Donna Dons, man, loves this community. Thank you very much, OP Dragon. We got 200 likes. Get in there. It's Red Panty Night. Break out the red panties. The live chat's made us rich, baby. Thank you for the 200 likes, everyone. Really appreciate that. Nice one, Amit Kumar. Slab Cam says, Big God Bob. Burnout the Red says, all the best, bro. Kingsley, great news. Hope it works out well, Pig. Thank you, Kingsley. Yeah, you know, I don't know how it's going to go. End of the day, there's a lot of competition in this space on YouTube, if that's what you want to call it. So, you know, chances are it's you know, it's gonna struggle, but you just never know. You never know. Little Games, I'll be here tomorrow. Oh, thank you so much, Little Games. Yes, do come back tomorrow. Thank you very much. Click the little bell icon, guys, so you get a notification when we post. Louis Batten says, if we win, then I will. If we don't, I will, but we'll be pissed off, says Louis Batten. Maguire's playing not, I'm depressed. Well, hopefully not, Manchego. Hopefully not. He obviously has just come back from an injury, a little rib injury. He might have been dropped by Rangnick for all you know, which is what that injury was. But he's been pictured training. But the fact of the matter is, he's not really, we don't know this involvement in the training. And also, you know, like, he's been shit recently, so why should he play? Based on form, I don't think he starts. I think Phil Jones and Varane starts, personally, because they were solid together the other day, and I think Rangnick probably was aware of that they actually were reasonably solid, and that Phil Jones gave his all for the team, which is more than what Slab's done. You could always do a video call-in type thing, interview people via video call for people who just watch the game from home. Yeah, that's also a good idea, actually, indoor. Johnny M says, hope you're well, mate. Thank you, Johnny M. I am, mate. I hope you're good too. Thank you, Steve Horses. I hope you smash it, bro. Thank you, JRB. Says, you may not be the biggest yet, but the personality wins over. Thank you very much, bro. Get in there, my son. Right, okay. We're gonna... It's Red Panty night if United win tomorrow. Yes, indeed, little games. Break out the red panties. 3 people died making this solid goal pocket watch. Mama Cini says, Pig, I don't watch other people play video games. Brings me nothing. I never got the point. Good luck, though. Nothing against it. What? That's a bit of a random comment, isn't it, mate? What's that about? Pig, I don't watch other people play video games. Brings me nothing. Okay. What's that about? What? That's a bit random. We weren't talking about playing video games. You know what I mean? I don't get it. Anyway, thank you very much, Little Games. He says, don't forget to thumbs up the stream for Flying Pig United fan stream. Thank you so much. Career mode stream. Guys, thank you, Sean Dissyfit, by the way. Says, just found this channel last week and I'm addicted. Good luck, mate. Thank you so much, Sean Dissyfit, you legend. Come on, get in there. Feeling the love tonight. What a bunch of legends. Shout out to the Bacon Brigade, the Gammon Gang, the Sausage Soldiers, the Pork Platoon. You guys out there with your massive hearts. I appreciate you. Oh, yes. We're going to have to wrap this vid up, though, guys. I really appreciate you tuning in. Do come back after it's finished. Get your thoughts and opinions in about the game tomorrow. Tell me in the not live comments after it's finished about your score lines, your predictions for the game, your lineups. Don't do it now. I mean, do it after the video is finished in the not live comments. Yeah, come back afterwards and get your predictions in. I will respond to each and every one of you that do that. Thank you so much. Thank you, Gungshi. Says, thanks for another amazing, great show, Pig. See you on the watch along. Mate, much love, Gungshi. Thank you for continuing to be an absolute beast yourself, man. What a legend. Gungshi, have a great day over in Taiwan. Oh, I was speaking about FIFA, was I, Mamasini? When was I? I don't know. Was I? Maybe I was. I don't know. Maybe I was. Mamasini, thank you for getting in here, though. Well, there you go. I mean, that's it. You're obviously here for the United vibes. You're not here for the gaming stuff. Yeah, there's a little bit of a clash and a thing there. I agree. We'll look at that later. Steve Hall, much love. Thank you, OP Dragon, Overfloater, Gungshi, Mamasini, Rush Mano. Thanks for the updates, my friend. Big news tonight, then. Cavani is staying until the summer, baby. Diallo's going out on loan, and possibly United have bid £5 million for Dennis Zakaria as well. Those are the big stories of the night. Plus, we've got that game against Villa tomorrow. We're going to smash up Steven Gerrard's Slippy G melt bags. Come on. Thank you, Dylan Sukari. Thank you, Millwall, Kingslayer, Playmaker, Mark Coughlin, Rushmon, the Vutinator, Wiggy, Mamasini, everybody else as well, all the moderators, Johnny Gallagher. Thank you so much to you all for tuning in. That's the end of the stream then. Come back afterwards and get your thoughts in. Follow us on social media at Flying Pig United on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter, Flying Pig United. Also, the website is unitedflyinghigh.com. Listen, I might do a stream tonight in regards to FIFA, but I also might not, guys. Might not. So just keep a lookout. Thanks for watching, guys. Take it easy. Thank you, Tekken, Amit, Eamon, OP, Burnow, Mankigo, JRB, and every one of you. That's the end of the stream. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. And come on, United! Smash up these bloody Slippy G scummers, mate. That's it. They're going down, lad. And remember, when the seagulls follow the scousers, as this is because they sink. I don't have anything to say. That's the shittest end ever. Hey, but hey, we'll go with it. Bye, guys. Take it easy. So get in there, my son. Take it easy, guys. Much love to all the channel members. Bye, everyone. See you tomorrow for the game. I might be back in a bit, but if not, much love, and I'll catch you then.